How we doing, guys? I just wrapped up making this 35-minute presentation, basically breaking down a little bit about me and how I've made over $1.5 million with my current business. I'm going to break down why it's the best business on the planet, the key tenets to my success, and then also how you can do it too. I wanted to make this intro so you know what you guys are about to watch. Put a hoodie on, put some AirPods in, put your phone on DND, lock in for 30 minutes because this video right here can literally change your life. If I had this video, when I was 16, 17 years old, I would have been successful a lot faster. So lock in. If you can't for 30 minutes, you're probably not going to be successful anyway, but I'm excited to share this with you guys. Now let's cut to the presentation. All right, guys, here we are. As you heard in the intro, in this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm going to start with my story, how I even got into the business I'm in right now, how I even started to become successful, and then of course give you guys the business I'm doing, why it's the best business on the planet right now, and how you can start too. So let's get right into it. How did I go from a broke high school loser, this kid on the left right here, just a bum, to becoming a millionaire in less than 2 years? Here we are with the McLaren typical IG flex pick, but in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I did it. So where I'm at now, you guys have probably seen my content. I flaunt the cars, I flaunt the watches, blah, blah, blah. But this is where we're at. These are some of the checks I've gotten in 2023 from when I first started. The reason I put this screenshot up here is because I wanted to show you guys how quick you can change your life. I went from zero, March of 2023 is when I started my business. I went from zero to 150 grand profit in a month in 9 months, that December. So you can change your life fast. If you stick to the principles I'm going to tell you in this video, if you copy what I did, you can get the same results, if not better. Now, what these are right here, Underdog, this is one of my partnerships and one of the ways I get paid. I'll break that down in this video in a second, but as you can see, $8,000, $6,000, $36,000, 27K, 47K, 49K, 20K, consistent massive checks from just one of the ways I make money within my business, and it's been a crazy ride. I've been able to purchase my dream cars. I got my McLaren, I got my Aston Martin DBX, which unfortunately just got totaled, so we're gonna have to replace that. But this is just a little bit of a recap of what this business has given me. It's given me complete freedom in my life. I'm here in Miami. I get to take care of my family. I get to do every single thing I've ever wanted to do, and hopefully this video is not only inspiring for you guys, but it also lets you take action, because everybody gets that 3 a.m. TikTok motivation. Everybody wants to be successful at times, but it's really the people that show up when it's hard, show up when they're being consistent and they haven't gotten results, showing up when things aren't going your way. If you can push through that, you're going to be able to achieve success. But let's get through this video. So to start, probably like you guys, as a kid, I'm 20 now, I always had dreams. I didn't want to be a slave to the system. I didn't want to go to school and then get a job and never be able to buy the things I want, just making 70 to 100K a year, living that average life. But I didn't know what to do. This is me at 13, 11, this is 17, yeah, just a few pictures from my childhood. I always had big ambitions, but probably like a lot of you guys watching this, I had no clue how I was going to achieve those ambitions. I just knew I would one way or another. So fast forward to high school, a little after this picture right here, I started my first entrepreneurial journey. I was a degenerate sports bettor. It was bad. I would make money from my part-time jobs and I would put it all on different betting apps. I would spend all of it and I would lose it all. That's literally what I did. My nightly routine was get home from school, lay in bed, take a nap until about 7 or 8 p.m. when the games would start, whether it's NBA or whether it's, MLB, whatever it was. I would bet on everything, lose my money, be depressed, go to sleep, go to school, repeat the system. So I was a degenerate sports bettor, and as you can see, my boy Cody dared me to make a page in class, because if you guys know anything about the sports betting niche, if you want to be a profitable sports bettor, you buy picks from an expert, and that's what we were doing. And I realized the guy we were buying picks from, we were paying like $300 a month. He wasn't even winning, and this guy had 200 people in his Discord, so he was making like 40 to 50 grand a month reoccurring while he wasn't even giving any value. And I realized that there is so many ways to make money online, so many ways to make money in this space that I am not tapped into, and I need to get to the other side of it. So I started my own page. It was called Rocket Sports Betting. I put this terrible graphic right here on the left that I used to make in class, just for reference how far my content and just my business overall has come. But I actually grinded it for months, and I actually got up to like 2K a month. I was probably charging like $200 a month for my service. I had about 10 clients at peak time. Now, note, this was extremely inconsistent, but I was making like 1 to 2K a month, probably 3 to 4 months in. And then my dad wanted me to shut it down. It was in the sports betting space. He was like, you can't do this, you're too young, blah, blah, blah. He wanted me to shut it down. I didn't, but it just led to another horrible argument with my parents. If you guys we're in the same boat as me. When you get to that high school age, you don't want to go to college, you want to be ambitious, you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to go through that struggle with your parents, because most parents are going to tell you they want you to go to college because that's what they did, or they think that's what's best because that's what the media tells them. And it's really going to be a lot of friction, and not a lot of people even go through that stage. A lot of people aren't successful. A lot of people aren't entrepreneurs because they're too scared to have that conversation with your parents. And I feel like that gets written off on the internet. Not a lot of people talk about that. My home life was not good when I started doing this, when I wanted to pursue my own thing. They were all telling me I was crazy. They were telling me, I wasn't going to make it. I should go to college instead. But I stayed consistent. I did my thing, made a little bit of money, and was kind of just doing this for the end of high school. This was my senior year. So after this year, I was supposed to go to college. Now, the next part right here is when everything changed for me. This is my business I still run now, my page, Fantasy Football Rocket. I basically found a program online that changed every single thing for me. Basically, an ad popped up on my feed. It said, hey, from a guy who was big in this space. I make this much money doing this. I will teach you so you can make the same amount of money. It was a typical, course ad. I had never spent money on a course or a program ever, but it caught my eye and I booked a call. So I had about $4,000 in my bank account from my previous page, and I spent $3,000 on this program. I went all in. It was all the money I had. I could I had $1,000 left over. I could eat whatever, but I literally had no money. So when I got this, shot, when I spent all my money on this program, I knew I had to go all in. So I grinded videos. I posted 4 videos a day like clockwork, because further in this video, I'll break down what my business is. But basically, I'm a big affiliate marketer. I work with the best betting apps in the world, and the more views I get on my content, the more people see my promotion, my promo code, which means the more money I inevitably make. So content is number one. Content is what makes my business run. Now we've gained over 250,000 followers across all platforms, 150 on Instagram, 50 on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. You add it up, it's about 250K. And the followers, the content is really what makes the content or the business go. So that's why I was grinding 4 videos a day. I looked at the top competitors in this space and I was like, okay, these guys are posting once a day, once every 3 days, once every 4 days. And I was like, these guys are lazy. I'm going to outwork them. If I produce better content 4 times or 8 times as much work, if they're posting every other day, I am going to simply outwork them and get better results. And that's exactly what's happened. And that's a big part to my message. A lot of people like to talk about manifesting. A lot of people like to talk about the law of attraction, which, don't get me wrong, is 100% true, but they leave out the part where you actually have to put in work. And this is a big thing on the internet. For some reason, everyone wants to do the thing that's easy, not the thing that gets them results. But anyway, to move along with this video, I went all in. I was posting 4 videos a day, and my page finally started to pop off. Now, before I break down this business and how much it's made for me and how you can do the same thing, you need to look at what makes a business good. So when I was picking a business, and why this really caught my eye, this ad, this program that I purchased, was because of the insane profitability. So when you're an affiliate marketer for these apps like Underdog, Prize Picks, Chalkboard, if you can get a $10 or $5 deposit on these apps with your promo code, these apps will give you commission to $75 to $100 each. It's literally the only business in the world where you can get 1,000% margins, 10x margins, and that's what caught my eye. I was like, okay, once I heard that you can, get a $10 sale and make $100 each, I was like, I'm not sleeping. I'm going all in on this, and I'm really glad I did, because it's literally paid for every single thing in my life. It's how I've gotten rich, and I'm still doing it to this day. This program was probably the best decision I've ever made. But $0 to low startup costs. When you're looking for a business, if you're watching this video, you probably don't have one yet. Now, are there a bunch of very good profitable businesses you can start like I can in my stage now once you have a bit of money? Of course. But if you're watching this, you probably don't have any money. You haven't made money yet, and that's fine. You just need to pick a business with $0 to very low startup costs and something with social media, something where you're building a brand, something where, you're selling a digital product is zero to low startup costs because you can post content to promote it. If it's a digital product, you don't need actual product, obviously. You don't need to fulfill things because you don't own anything. It's a digital product, whatever it is, or if you're an affiliate for a company online, you don't have to deal with any of that headache. So $0 to low startup cost is what you're looking for. You need high profitability, and you also need long-term value. I posted on my Instagram story today, someone asking, how do I get to 10, 15K a month? Well, there's a million ways in today's day and age you can get to 10, 15K a month. One of the popular things right now is TikTok clipping. Another popular thing is, TikTok shop, things like that, where you can make quick money, but there's no, long-term benefit for it. If you're being a TikTok clipper and you're posting this content online, yes, you're getting paid for views, but you're not building anything. You're not building a brand. You're not building a business. You're literally just getting paid for how many views you get on that day. And that is not good. That is not what you want. Yes, you can make some quick money, but if you're going to go all in on something, you want it to have long-term value. And of course, similar to profitability, great margins. Like, my margins are literally the best out of any businesses on the planet because a $10 sale gets me $100 in return in commission. And if you're doing all organic, if you're not, posting paid ads, if you're not, spending money on advertising, it's pretty much 100% profit if you're doing, a digital or info product, an affiliate, whatever it is. So you want great margins, long-term value, zero to low startup costs, and of course, profitability. So before I tell you, exactly what this business is, it's not drop shipping, it's not FBA, it's not e-com. All these things are washed out. It is not what you want to do. I'm sure you've already watched multiple YouTube videos, studying what are the best businesses to do, blah, blah, blah. Is it drop shipping? Is it e-com? Is it FBA? Is it day trading? Whatever it is. But I'm going to tell you why this is a lot better. Now, super quick, before I tell you what this business is, these 3 tenets are what I live my life by, and these 3 tenets are going to take you far, and no matter what it is, it can be any business, it can be anything you're trying to achieve in life. It literally doesn't matter what it is. If you want to be successful, you need these 3 things. So the 3 biggest keys to my success. Number 1 is speed. I already broke down in this video. I was posting 4 videos a day for 6 months like clockwork, while everyone else was posting 1 video a day, 1 video every other day, whatever, 2, 3 videos a week. And I knew if I attacked, this opportunity with speed and intention, I was going to win. So speed is key, because the more things you get done in a day, the faster things, you can get done. The more you can get done in a week, the more you can get done in a month. And it's amazing when you're doing so much, when you're, taking so much action, when you're putting so much of your energy and putting so much content into whatever you're trying to achieve, how much you'll get out of it. If you do things fast, this is going to compound into success, because you're simply going to outwork the competition just by moving faster. Things don't have to be perfect. Things don't, have to have every little thing, be perfect, whether it's a circumstance, whether it's the content you produce, whether it's your business, whatever it is. Because if you're doing things faster, you're going to be able to fail faster, you're going to be able to learn faster, and inevitably, you're going to get rich and become successful faster. So speed is key. Too many people walk through the world today with no urgency, no efficiency. They don't get enough things done in a day, and all that's doing is widening the time frame that it takes for you to get from 0 to become successful. The only way to achieve something fast is to do more work than everybody else in a shorter amount of time. You need to move with speed if you want quick results. Speed is how I got from 0 to 150K profit in a month in just 9 months. So you need to do everything fast. Money loves speed. Like I said, you're going to outwork everybody by simply moving faster, and it's going to compound into success. Number 2, self-discipline. Now, everybody talks about discipline online. I'm sure you've seen David Goggins. I'm sure you've seen Tate, all these people that talk about discipline. But I feel like there's a common misconception. Discipline isn't doing something you like to do. If you go to the gym every single day and you want to go to the gym every single day because you're used to it and it's your hobby, that is not discipline. Discipline is doing stuff you don't want to do like you love it. Mike Tyson has a great quote, and that's exactly what it was. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but acting like you love it. Last night, I was up till 4 a.m. posting content. I was editing in here for 3 hours. The last thing I wanted to do was be editing content, but I know the results I will get from the work I'm doing. So you have to become addicted to it. You need to have enough, addiction and obsession with whatever you're doing, whether it's just, the fact that you will become rich and successful to provide for you and everyone you care about, that it overrides, that little voice in your head that is telling you to stop, telling you to go to sleep, telling you, you've done enough today, go chill, go play video games, go waste time. You need to be able to override that with, your obsession and with your hard work. And once you're able to do that, once you have enough self-discipline that you can get the right things done every single day, and you do things with speed, you will literally be unstoppable. So self-discipline is key, and self-discipline is also learned. You're not going to be a lazy bum. You're not going to be someone who smokes weed all day, snap your fingers, and then be like, okay, I'm waking up at 5 a.m., I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. No, you're going to get better over time. So as much as I'm saying self-discipline is important, don't be overly hard on yourself, because you need to ease your way into becoming a highly disciplined individual. I'm more disciplined than 99% of people, but I'm still working to become more disciplined, because there's always another level. There's always, more work you can do. There's always, less, I guess, of that inner bitch voice you can listen to. So self-discipline is a skill. Start practicing this as much as you can, and the best way to do that is do the things you don't want to do. If you don't want to go to the gym, go to the gym. If you don't want to work on your business, but you need to, just, cut it out and work on that business. Once you start doing this, you're going to start to see the positive effects of, having discipline and overriding that inner bitch voice, in your head, and you're going to get addicted to it. You're going to become more disciplined, and you're inevitably going to become richer and more successful in whatever you do. Number 3 is belief. This is key at the start, not only throughout your whole journey, because of course it's important to believe in yourself, but this is super key at the start. If you're watching this video right now, you need delusional self-belief. And the reason it's so important at the start is because it's easy for me to believe in myself. I've made almost $2 million in my business at just 20 years old. I know that I can do what I say I'm going to do. But if you are watching this, you have no results yet, you need to be delusional, and this is the key. This is how I was in high school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know how I was going to get rich, but something in my head, something in my mind, I don't know if it's ego, I don't know what it is, I knew I was going to be rich one way or another. And you need that delusional self-belief for multiple reasons, and the main reason is nobody's going to believe in you at the start. My dad tried to shut my business down when I had first started because I had never proven that I could make something of myself. My whole life I was a bum. My whole life, I hadn't done anything that was, worth noting on a success note or anything like that. I hadn't done anything admirable. So why would he believe in me? You can't look at people not believing in you and be like, oh my God, they should believe in me. Why? You have no proof. Only you are going to believe in you in the start. And when no one believes in you, that's going to get to your head. They're going to tell you you're going to fail. They're going to tell you you're cringe. They're going to tell you, why are you starting a business? You should just do what everybody else does. And you need to have enough delusional self-belief to be able to override that and go all in on something by yourself. Because once you have delusional self-belief, you're going to work to achieve it. If your ego is up here, like mine was, I want to be rich, I want to have the nice car, I want to have a girlfriend, I want to have everything, but my reality, my actual life is down here, I got a lot of work to do to achieve it. So you need delusional self-belief that you're going to be here, and if you're here right now, this is going to push you to have the discipline and have the speed to work a lot to actually make, your ego a reality. So speed, discipline, and belief are the 3 keys to my success, and they are 3 things that you can basically add to anything in your life. And if you do these 3 things, you will succeed. It is a guarantee. So to get into the business, what is my business? I am a sports content creator. I broke down how good the margins are. I broke down, one of the ways I make money as an affiliate marketer. And here are the pros of sports content. 1,000% margins. Yes, 1,000%. If I get a $10 deposit, sometimes even a $5 deposit, I get $75 to $100 commission each. And there's no cap to it. It's 100% commission based when it comes to the affiliate part of this business. If I get 5,000 people, or whatever, let's just say I get 10 people on an app, that's $1,000. If I get 100 people, that's $10,000. If I get 1,000 people, that is $100,000. Only 1,000 people to spend $10, and I can make $100,000. So that is why this business is so good. $0 startup costs. You only need to post organic content. I don't run paid ads. Now I do a little bit because I'm so big, but like literally the first 2 years with all the money I've made, I've never spent money on ads. You don't need to. You can, create viral content organically where you don't have to pay for anything. You can monetize very quickly. You don't need to have over 100,000 followers to make money with this business. You just need a few videos to pop off. And in social media now, more than ever, it really benefits the new creator. I'm doing it with my personal page right now. This is probably where you found me. 2 months ago, I had 1,400 followers, had never posted on my Instagram, and now I'm at 11.4K. I'm growing very fast because I'm using speed, and I'm using self-discipline, and I'm using self-belief. Now, what am I doing? I'm posting 4 to 5 times a day. I'm, making good content. I'm being disciplined. I'm making the content when I don't want to. And I believe in myself because I've already done it with my sports business. So I'm using the same tenets that I built this page on with my personal page, and it's going according to plan. It's going perfectly. So these tenets work in literally everything, especially the social media game. Now, this is here to stay as well. The sports betting market overall is absolutely massive. You guys can do research on your own, but it's going up like 25% every year. Like billions and billions and billions of dollars are being turned over on betting on sports every single year. This industry is absolutely massive, and that is a reason why these apps, our affiliate deals, are able to pay us so much money per user. So how do we get paid? Now, affiliate marketing, Underdog, PrizePicks, and Chalkboard, these are the main apps I promote. We get a $5 to $10 deposit with our promo codes. Mine is FFRocket. Someone signs up and deposit with that promo code, I get $75 to $100 each. So like I was saying, 1,000 people, on these apps is literally $100,000 at 100 CPA. And this is how I've racked up almost $2 million in the first 2 years of doing this, just getting thousands of people on these apps. Now, how do you get thousands of people on these apps? You need to have viral content. Now, you're probably asking, why would these apps even pay $100 for a $10 sale? It doesn't make sense. Well, these apps have reoccurring revenue because they use these apps, whoever gets on them, to bet on sports. So people will keep using the app and deposit more. It's very competitive. If one app is paying a creator $100, the other app has to match it, or they're not going to be promoted and they're not going to be nearly as big in the industry, and they're going to make less money. And like I said, this is a massive industry. So as you can see, some of these apps I work with, like Chalkboard, they pay out instantly. This is 1 day of earnings right here from one of the videos I posted. I don't even know how many this is, 12, whatever, 13. But as you can see, $100, $100, $100, $100, and you just immediately get paid your CPA every single time someone deposits on an app, and you can make thousands of dollars a day this way if you make good content. Now, another way we get paid, VIP subscriptions. There's other revenue streams. You can also have sponsorship posts, like my VIP subscription where I sell picks, which I use an AI software for, and it takes me maybe 5 minutes a day to run, has made me $240,000 extra in these last 2 years, as you can see. This is March 1st, 2023 to basically a little after March. So 2 months and 2 years into 2025, 240 grand just off selling my VIP subscription picks. And like I said, this takes me, 5 minutes a day to do. So it's not just the affiliate marketing. You can also make money selling picks. And when you combine these things, it's so easy to make 10, 20, 30, if not $100,000 a month if you have a good page, if you're posting good content, and if you're doing the right things. So this is some of my sports content money. And guys, right after this, I'm going to tell you how to build a sports content business. Now, this is how it started. July and August were my first 10K months. I finally started to get some traction on my page. Like I said, I started in March of 2023, and by December of 2023, as you can see right here, I made 150 grand profit. So right here, it wasn't linear. This is when I started making 10K a month. It wasn't like, it wasn't like I was making 2K a month, 5K a month, 7K a month, 10K a month. No, it was really zero until like 3 months in, when I finally started doing the right things and my page started to pop off, when I was able to make my first $10,000 a month. And like I was saying before, I promote multiple apps. I have different, VIP subscriptions that I sell, but these pay stubs right here with these timestamps are just from Underdog, just from one app I promote. So as you can see, $8,000, $6,000, and with my other stuff, it added up to about 10K a month. And then September, football season started, $50,000 a month, 36 of that was from Underdog, 75, 90, 150. Yeah, this is the money I've made, 0 to 150K profit in my first 9 months in this business, because I acted with speed, I used self-discipline, and most importantly, I had delusional self-belief. So this is what you can do, guys. You can change your life in literally 6 to 9 months. Change your life. I'm not talking about going from 0 to 10K a month. I'm talking about going from 0 to 150K profit in a month in less than a year, if you use the tenets I'm telling you in this video. So how do you build a sports content business? You've watched this whole video. You're probably like, okay, this is all great. You make a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. How do I do it? Now, the number one thing is making viral sports content. Now, why is this important? Like I've said multiple times in this video, the more views you get, the more followers you get, the more, engagement you get on your promotion, on your promo code, on your services, the more money you're going to make. So I have cracked the code with how to go viral for sports content. I know how to go viral on social media overall. I'm using it on my personal page right now. And this is what has made made me a lot of money. This is really, the engine that pushes everything. I don't run paid ads. So organic content on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube is what makes money. And if you don't know how to do that, you're not going to make money in really whatever business it is online, because the more views you get, the more money you're going to make. You need to get this part down. So viral sports content, this goes into your systems, which gets you views and followers. Then you monetize with your content and with your funnels. So you're building a brand. And this is another reason I love this business so much, because it's not like TikTok Shop. It's not like drop shipping where you don't own it. You're just making quick money. I am building a brand where I can monetize, for years on end with different things that I decide to promote. Right now, I'm using these betting apps. Of course, right now I'm selling my subscriptions. It's worked really well. But if that all went away tomorrow, which it won't, but for some reason, I would still have over 250,000 followers that I can promote any product to. So that's the longevity of this business. We're building a brand, we're building something sustainable, and we're really building our presence on social media that we can monetize for years on years to come. Now, Sports Creator Academy. This is something I offer because I'm telling you right now how to build a sports content business, how to make money, how to go with viral, how to get views and followers, how to make money. But really, you want to know exactly how to do it. You need a step-by-step formula, right? So this is what I offer. In Sports Creator Academy, I teach people how to get rich with sports content. I've been running this for like a year and a half now. After I hit that 150K month and I really cracked the code on how to be profitable in this business, I basically decided to start coaching. I started coaching one of my friends right here, Fantasy Football MI, to see if I could do it. And he made 75 grand in his first year and bought his dream AMG. Another guy, Fantasy Football Sav, made 68K profit in December. 1 month alone, 68 grand. How did he do that? That's 680 people to get on an app. If you're getting hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views on your page, you're telling me you can't get 680 people on an app? Of course you can. That's what he's done. And that's how he made almost 70 grand profit in 1 month in his first 6 months in this business. My boy Brucey right here, Bryce, he doesn't even use his real face. He doesn't even use his voice. He has an AI voice, and he's popped off to over 35,000 followers. So if you want to learn from me one-on-one, you can join Sports Creator Academy, and you will learn how to make your first 10K a month online with sports content. The exact blueprint I did, the exact blueprint that all three of these guys have used, and the same way that you can get rich with sports content if you follow the steps. So honestly, I'm just going to show you the program right now. Usually I don't do this, but I'll just log in, show you guys a little bit about, what's inside, so you can kind of get a gist about what Sports Creator Academy is all about. So if you go into our program, we have a very good community. We have 48 members right now, and basically the reason I did it on school, the reason I did it like this is because I wanted to build a community. I wanted to build an empire of guys ready to take over the sports industry. This is not about making money. I never promote this on any of my pages. It's about getting guys in here who are serious hustlers. So we have our community tab, and here I pretty much post updates, every single day about things that's working, things that aren't working, what content you should post, blah, blah, blah. Every single thing you need, as soon as I learn it, I post it in this group, and other people do as well. Now, classroom, you're gonna have 3+ hours of course content where you can learn exactly, how I went from zero to making $1.5 million in this business, whether it's, how to build your page, how to write scripts, what videos to make. Literally every single thing is in here, laid out with 10+ minute videos and full write-up. So I basically reverse engineered every single thing I would need when making this program. I was like, okay, if everything got erased, if I was starting from zero, what would I need? And I literally made a video, for every single topic, so it's as step-by-step as possible. And in my interviews, which I'll also link below with our winning students, I always ask them, how easy was it to go through the program? How easy was it to start going, start gaining momentum and start getting followers, really, get your business going? And they all say it's extremely easy. This is as cookie cutter as possible. You don't need to be an avid sports fan to run this business. You really, just need to be someone who's ready to work hard, ready to put in the hours, ready to, hustle, and has a little bit of understanding of social media. And even that we teach. You really don't need that. But if you have those things, if you're hungry, if you're ready to go, if you want a business that is actually going to make you money fast, this is where you should be. Also, we have weekly Zoom calls, of course. Every single Wednesday or Thursday, I hop on. Everybody in the group, we talk, I answer questions live, whatever it is. If you want me to look over your page, make sure everything's going well, I'll do that. If you want me to, answer a question about how to monetize something, whatever it is, I answer all questions in here, on my live Zoom calls once a week. You're also going to be able to get one-on-one access to me, of course, in, the school community. Luckily, there's a DMs tab. So whatever question you have for me, I will answer the same day. And the reason this is so powerful is because when I bought my program, it wasn't the course content that was, very valuable. Like, yes, I needed that. It taught me what to do, blah, blah, blah. But every single time I had a question, I could reach out. Every single time, I needed a decision to be made for me. I didn't know if I should do this or do this. I basically reached out to my guy who has already done it, and he told me the right path. So basically what this will do for you is it will eliminate all the time it takes for you to get successful. It won't basically be a get rich quick scheme. Nothing is a get rich quick scheme. Like, you're still gonna have to put in the work, you're still gonna have to put in the hours, you're still gonna have to do the actual work it takes to build a page and build a brand. But it eliminates all the hardship I've went through. I tell you what works, I tell you what doesn't work. So basically you can follow a path where I've already weaved out all of the things that are in the way on that path. So if you follow it, you're gonna be successful. And that's basically what all of our successful members have done. We got 48 people in there right now, and every single person in here is killing it. Every single person is making more money than they've invested. Every single person is on their path to taking over the sports industry. So last thing you're also going to get in this program is you're going to get immediate partnerships. Now, you can make money literally within your first 5 to 7 days because of this. As you can see, get your Wanna Parlay code. You can get a code on Chalkboard. You can get a code on Dabble as well as soon as you join. And the reason this is so powerful, I didn't get a promo code till I had 30,000 followers. Why would an app want to work with someone with 10 followers? They wouldn't. But because I've made so much money on these apps, because I have really good partnerships, I basically have worked out a deal with a lot of the apps I promote saying, hey, these guys are learning from me. They're going to go viral. They need a promo code from you, so you can make money from them and they'll make money from your commission. So they know that you're going to be getting coached by me. They know that your page is going to pop off if you follow the tenets in this program. So you're going to be able to get 3 partnerships immediately. You're going to be able to make $75 a sign up literally within the first 5 to 7 days of joining the group as soon as your code gets activated, and from there you can get paid. So that is the last thing, guys. You're going to get access to our community. You're going to get access to obviously every single thing in our program with the course content, all the laid out videos I've made. It's probably about 3 hours worth on literally every single thing you could possibly need. And I also laid out a mindset course here. It's not just about sports content. I also made a program talking about every single thing you need to have a powerful mindset that can basically serve you well in whatever entrepreneurial endeavor you're doing, or really anything in life. Just basically everything I've learned going from 0 to 100 or $1.5 million profit in my business in the last 2 years. So, and then of course the Zoom calls, and you're going to get one-on-one access to me and the immediate partnerships. Now, if you're interested in joining Sports Creator Academy, this isn't something where I just leave a payment link. This isn't something that you can just join. You have to talk to me first, because I'm very picky with who I work with. Like I said, this is not to make money. This program is literally 5% of my income. It is to build a brand. It is to build an empire of people trying to take over the sports industry space. And it's extremely, powerful having a group of people on the same path. So if you want to be a part of this, all you have to do is click the links below. You can book a call with me one-on-one if you're serious. We'll talk for about 20 to 30 minutes. I'll answer any questions you have. I'll get to know you, see if you're a good fit, and then of course go over every single thing in the program to see if it's a good fit for you. And then you can join the program if we both decide that it'll be a good decision. Now, if you don't want to invest right now, if you don't think you're ready, if you're not, 100% all in yet, I did make a free course for everybody. If you want to watch this right here, it is a 1 hour and 20-minute long course breaking down every single thing you need. I even leave a little bit of content from our paid community in here so that you can start for completely free. Like I said, it's an hour and 20 minutes long, literally every single thing you need to get started from zero. I'm going to tell you how to post content, how to build your page, how to monetize that, and really how to get paid from this business without having to join the paid community. So if you want that, I'm going to leave that link below. And then I have another video, which is basically my full story. I went into not really that far in depth in this video. I talked about it a little bit, but if you want my full breakdown on my full story, it's an hour long and 30 minutes. Like, I literally break down everything in a lot more detail, how I went from 0 to 150K profit in a month. That isn't necessarily about the business. That is about me personally and different things I've overcome in my life to get where I am now. So to recap this video, video. Sports content is the best business on the planet. If you want to learn for free, just click the link below, watch the free course so you can start making money without having to join the paid community. But if you want one-on-one access to me, if you want to join our community, and if you're serious about changing your life, click the link below. I'm going to leave two, one where you can book a call with me, and another one which is to my website. It has a 4-minute video explaining what the program is a little bit more in depth, and it also has a bunch of live videos, with our winning students, so you can listen to them, see their stories, the people who have won. We got a fantasy football MI video, how we made 75K while in college, fantasy football Sav, how we made 70K profit in 1 month. You can see, what made those people successful, me interviewing them, if you need a little bit more proof. So I appreciate you guys watching. Check out those links below if you want to join Sports Creator Academy. Subscribe to the channel, because every single thing I post on here is just informing you guys on everything I've learned going from 0 to millionaire at 19 years old. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll